Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Today we are going to learn the beautiful lesson How I Taught My Grandmother to Read, written by Sudha Murty. In this video, we will cover author's introduction, characters, detailed summary and moral of the story in very easy language. So let's get started. The author Sudha Murty. She is famous Indian writer, teacher and social worker. She is also known for writing simple, heart-touching stories based on real-life experiences. Her stories often teach values like education, kindness, humanity and determination. Now, let's talk about the characters in the story. The first character is the narrator, who is Sudha Murty herself as a young girl. She is caring, intelligent, and very close to her grandmother. The second character is grandmother, Kristaka, also known as Ava. She is loving, emotional, hardworking, and deeply interested in stories even though she cannot read. Now let's move to the detailed summary. The story begins when the narrator remembers her childhood days in a village in North Karnataka, where she lived in her grandparents' house. In those days, transportation facilities were poor, so newspapers and magazines arrived late. Everyone in the village eagerly waited for the bus that brought letters, newspapers, and weekly magazines. At that time, Tribeni was a very popular Kannada writer. One of her novels, Kasi Yatra, was being published as a serial in a weekly magazine called Karma Veera. The story was about an old woman who wanted to visit Kasi, a holy place for Hindus. But later, she sacrificed all her savings to help an orphan girl get married. This showed her kindness and selflessness. The narrator's grandmother loved this story very much. Since she could not read, the narrator read every episode loud to her every Wednesday. The grandmother listened with full attention and even remembered the story by heart. She felt emotionally connected to the old woman in the novel because she too never went to Kasi. After listening to the story, the grandmother would go to the temple courtyard and discuss the latest episode with her friends. The narrator never understood why the elders were so excited about the story. One day, narrator went to another village to attend a wedding with her cousins. She planned to stay for only a few days but stayed there for a whole week because she was enjoying herself so much. When she returned home, she saw her grandmother crying. This shocked her because she never seen her grandmother cry before, even in most difficult situations. Later the night, the grandmother shared her feelings. She explained that while the narrator was away, the magazine has arrived as usual. She opened it and looked at the pages and pictures, but she could not read anything. She felt helpless and dependent on others. Then the grandmother spoke about her childhood. She said that after her mother died, nobody guided her properly. In those days, people did not think girls needed education. So, she never went to school. She got married very young and later became busy taking care of her family and children. This incident made her realize the true importance of education. She felt sad that she could not read independently and decided that she wanted to learn reading and writing no matter how old she was. Now comes the second part of the story. The grandmother told the narrator that she wanted to learn the Kannada alphabet from the very next day. She fixed a goal for herself by the time of Dasara, especially Saraswati Puja day. She wanted to read a novel by herself without depending on anyone. When the narrator heard this, she laughed childishly. She thought it was funny that a 62-year-old woman with grey hair and wrinkled hands wanted to learn the alphabet. But the grandmother remained calm and confident. She said very inspiringly. She said that if a person is determined to achieve a good goal, they can overcome any obstacle. She said that there is no age limit for learning. From the next day onwards, narrator started teaching her grandmother Kannada. The grandmother became a very sincere and hard-working student. She practiced reading, writing, repeating lessons, and completing homework every day with great dedication. The narrator later realized that her grandmother was actually her first student. This experience later inspired her to become a teacher. Finally, the festival of Dasara arrived. The narrator secretly bought a copy of Kasi Yatra in book form for her grandmother. On Saraswati Puja day, something very emotional happened. The grandmother called the narrator near the puja place, gave her a gift, and then bent down to touch her feet. The narrator felt shocked because in Indian tradition, younger people touch the feet of elders, not the opposite. But the grandmother explained that she was not touching the feet of her granddaughter, she was touching the feet of a teacher. She said that a teacher should always be respected no matter the teacher's age or gender. Then the grandmother proudly read the title Kasi Yatra by herself. At that moment, the narrator realized her first student had passed with flying colors. Now, let's discuss the moral of the story. This story teaches us that education is the key to independence and confidence. It also teaches that there is no age limit for learning. And determination, hard work, and dedication can help a person overcome any difficulty in life. The story also shows the importance of respecting teachers and valuing education. Thank you for watching this video. If you like this explanation, then please like, share, and subscribe. That's all. Thank you.